Hello, welcome everyone to our weekly podcast where we talk about very, very important stuff. I am your
Very,
host.
very important stuff.
I am your host and the chat of the week, Artha.
The Chad of the week. You're always the Chad.
I
I'm always
know,
the
isn't it
dad.
great?
Yeah. Tell me what your life is like. But yeah, Artha, what have you been up to?
What have I been up to as the chat of the week? Well, last weekend, of course, it's impossible not to talk about it, but the Super Bowl happened.
Super Bowl.
It was great because I honestly didn't really care much about both teams, so I was there just for the vibes.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, I did.
Nice. Wait, you watched the whole thing?
Yeah. I went to my friend's place. He's a big Super Bowl fan. He's a big football
Nice.
fan in general. But
Nice.
yeah, I think overall it was fun. Kendrick was fun. It was fun. Everything was just fun in general.
I will say I didn't actually watch any of the game because I'm not a football fan. Like I just don't necessarily watch football on a regular basis. But like I peeked in on Google on the results on the score, like 2 quarters and 3 quarters in, and it was like 30-0 or
Yeah,
something like that.
yeah,
And I was like, okay, well, I think by this point, I think it's been decided
yeah.
who's
Nothing
gonna
was going
win.
right. Nothing was going right for the Chiefs, which honestly for a casual fan kind of sucks because like you wanna have a fun game, right? Where it's just like touchdown, touchdown. Not. But this is more like an annihilation. If you're a
Yeah.
Philadelphia fan, congrats. You probably had like the time of your life. If
Something
you're,
about the defense being really good or something, right?
oh
Right?
yeah, they had like so much interceptions and it led to touchdowns. It's just like it was
Yeah,
just nothing was going right. Even though like Mahomes was supposed to be like one of the best, if not the best quarterback currently,
right.
nothing was going right for him.
Huh. I mean, they
So
did end up scoring some points at
you
the
know what?
very
In the end, the
end.
score wasn't bad. It was like what 38,
Tw-
34 to 20.
It
It's
was
still it's
22 to
still
40.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's still not a blowout because everybody thought it was gonna be a blowout, but it was like,
I
damn.
thought it was going to be a blowout. So that kind of piqued my interest, but then at that point I'm like, I'm not going to start watching.
Honestly, it's devastating for the Chiefs fans. I'm sorry, and also for Taylor Swift fans, because a
I
total we only
Yep.
got less than like 2 minutes of Taylor Swift appearance. It's brutal.
Was it?
Yeah, I'm a Swiftie, man. I was just like, I was so excited, and I saw her for like 10 seconds, and that's it.
I saw a couple of pictures of her on Reddit, and she looks super sad. And
Yeah,
I don't know. There were some like news reports from like conservatives or something about how people were booing Taylor Swift, and I was like, who cares?
it's
Like, why?
okay.
Why do people
Everyone's a
care about this?
hater. I think everyone there is a hater. You see the Chiefs, there's somebody will boo. You see the Eagles, somebody will boo. You see Donald Trump, somebody will boo.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it was a lot of that. How'd you? I did end up watching the halftime show the other day, yesterday actually, just on YouTube. I couldn't I couldn't hear a single word Kendrick was saying.
You know what? I think because you're a dad, so you're already at the age where like new music. Because I love R&B and hip hop, but I actually don't listen to Kendrick that much.
Do you like his music?
I like the one for the Black Panther soundtrack.
What's that? Like,
It's
oh,
called All the
you mean?
Stars with
Oh,
SZA. Yeah, so he sang that with SZA, and
SZA.
then like everyone was like, oh, it's all about the diss track to Drake, and then he actually did it, and I'm like, oh, but
That's
I don't
the
really.
Not Like Us, right? That's the
Yeah,
song.
yeah.
Ah,
I don't really care about the beef with Drake because I honestly don't listen to Drake that much.
I don't quite understand the beef. I'm not gonna lie, but
It's okay. It's like it's like Tupac and Biggie, right? It's just a different rap beef hip
uh,
hop song.
yeah. I actually thought it was something they just started themselves just to get some more traffic.
Or
You
like
know,
YouTubers back
yeah,
then.
it's like a
So,
marketing thing. Yeah, yeah, for
yeah,
their own music.
like
So
how like Logan Paul and KSI, and now they're like super best friends.
yeah, now they're like business partners for Prime. Yes,
I know, yeah, it's kind of
yes,
crazy. But
yeah,
yeah, other than that, just watch a Super Bowl with friends. I'm finally cured, everyone, so I can actually meet people.
yes. You know
Yeah,
the Lynn. She's
yeah.
been sick for like I don't know. She's been sick for like the last 3 days now, and
Mhm.
she's actually had to cancel all her shift for this week as of
Oh
today. So she's
damn.
like right upstairs. just piecing. But I
You
don't
know,
know, like
everyone's been really sick, so I think it's like the new H and a influenza or something. So
bird flu.
no, not that, but it's just like everybody I know has been like recently got sick, so or
Really?
currently sick.
Yeah. So she's not like actually sick. She just lost her voice. So like she has a sore throat, she's coughing, but she's not having like fever or flu or whatever, right? So
It's
it's
exactly
just
like me. I couldn't swallow, but then after 3 days, after 3 days, it got better. But then afterwards I got the fever, and which is like this is annoying.
oh, fantastic.
Yeah, so it's like it just felt like it
Did you
got
give it to
like,
her?
huh?
Did you give it to her?
I didn't saw you for the last like month.
Not me. Did you see her?
No. Well, I
Okay.
think you're gonna get it soon. But okay,
Fantastic. Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah. But yeah, I've been for me, I've been quite busy. I've I think like ever since I quit like my full-time job and now I'm more of a
Hmm.
contractor with them,
Yeah.
because I'm like at the same time trying to work on a couple of other projects and whatnot. I don't know how
Hmm.
you deal with it, man. Like it's just in the morning I have my set schedule of like dealing as a contractor with this current company, and then like just that having to do that like mental switch into like going to another project.
Hmm.
It's quite difficult for me. I haven't been able to find a good way to handle like jumping from one project to the
You
other.
know, I was talking to my friend about this because like some people handle things differently. There's some people who like they function on having like we might say multitasking. I think multitasking is a bit, but like they function on having so much things going on
Yeah,
that they're always like, okay, what's next? What's next? And then there's some people who's just like can only focus on one thing, and they have to finish
one
that
thing.
one thing and then move on to the next one. So it's
No, I
like it.
hear you. I mean, I've always thought of myself as being able to like handle multiple things.
Mhm.
And I think from like a doing things standpoint, or like if I'm just like reacting to things, like people email me from like different companies, and then like I am able to like handle that. But when it comes to like, say for example, I need to do some future planning, right? Like big picture planning for like one business versus the other, and then another. That's the part that's stumping me right now. Like I can't detach from one thing and then work on another. I'm having a lot of difficulty with that. Yeah. How do you handle it?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm the kind of person who has to like finish one project. So I usually allocate like a good like 45 minutes of like really deep work and then 15
Yeah.
minute break
Huh.
and then like another 45 minute. But like I can't switch projects until it's done.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
are your projects going on right now?
It's good. It's great.
Yeah. I guess you still can't talk about it.
Yeah. But it's good. So far I really like the videos. I'm excited to launch it soon. But
Nice. What's the
yeah.
launch date?
I can't tell you.
Hate you. All right. Fine. All right. Well, since we're on the topic of like being able to handle multiple things, I think we should just dive right into today's topic.
Okay.
Yeah. So today we're gonna try something else. We're gonna try something new. We're gonna try a new rotating podcast topic. We're gonna do swap lives with. Okay.
Hmm.
So the whole
Okay.
idea of this is if we were to swap life with somebody else, it could be a character, it could be like, a real life person, it could be an anime character, it could be something. But
Hmm.
then what would your life be like if you were to swap life with that person
Hmm.
and just, I don't know, convince the other person, convince you and me, whether or not that would be a good idea?
Hmm.
Nice.
Could be alive or dead as well, right?
It could be. I think you mentioned Henry Ford last night.
Yeah, it's mostly because I want to stop the invention of the pickup truck.
Wow, I guess it's a continuation from last time.
Exactly. But that's mostly like a personal vendetta. Because I genuinely think this is not my answer, but I genuinely think most of the problems in this world right now could be sourced to the invention of the automobile.
Are you saying that in a good way or a bad way?
No, in a bad way. For example, right? First, automobiles, and then suddenly, oh yeah, we need fossil fuels. Okay, so we start digging, and then now we have like climate change, and like LA is burning. And then two, oh, because we built the cars, we need to build the roads. So we build those like neighborhoods, and most of the time during history, it's always been shown as like the poor neighborhoods that's bulldozed for highways.
So I guess we should just dive right into it then. All right. So your whole thing is you would want to swap lives with Henry Ford, the
No, I don't
inventor
want
of
to
the
apply to
automobile.
him anymore. I just hate him.
All right. Well, let's dive right into it. Yeah. Give us the context. Set the
If
scene.
I were to swap lives with Henry Ford, I would just like stop myself in inventing like the pickup truck because it's
Yeah.
horrible.
Let's go
But
into
no,
it.
that's not my answer. Let's start with
Oh,
you
okay.
first. Actually, I started it
All
last
right.
week.
All right. Sounds good. Sounds good. So I had written down. I've always okay. So let's start this off. So context here is I probably have the worst like taste buds when it comes to like just like going out there and you know eating fine foods, for example. It's not for me because I'm just like I don't give a shit about like fancy food and all that stuff.
Oh, your
This is
anniversary dinners must be great.
I mean we'll go somewhere special because if Lynn wants to go somewhere special, I'll do
Like
it.
Swiss chalet.
Dude, I love Swiss chalet.
Yeah.
Our like regular go-to is like white spot, right? Like,
My God.
dude, Kate loves white spot.
No. I mean, oh my God, no way. That White Spot used to be really good, and then I just stopped going there because they became like too expensive for what it is. You know what I mean?
Dude, it's like $20 for a dish now.
No, back then it was like White Spot, and then you
Yep.
want to go fancier, like you go Cactus Club, right? But now White Spot is like trying to be Cactus Club, and I'm like, might as well go Cactus Club.
Yeah, but I mean, have you been to Cactus Club recently?
Yes,
Have you? What did you think of
yes.
it?
Truffle fries is great.
Truffle fries? I
Yeah.
had the I went because we did something with the company. And I had their what was it? What's like something shrimp? Have you know what I'm talking about? Like
Oh
it's their
yeah, the
appetizer.
butterfly shrimp thing.
Yes, I think that's what it's called. Yeah, we had that. It was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I thought the overall like atmosphere was pretty good, but like everything's so expensive now. Like holy crap. Anyways,
It is.
yeah, where I was going with that is I would love to swap lives with like a professional chef because I
Oh
want
yeah.
to know what it's like. So like I feel like maybe the reason why I don't necessarily like fancy food is because I haven't developed the taste buds to really understand what it's like to be like, this is what really good food is like, or like this is what really good beef tastes like, as opposed to like, like a burger from like McDonald's. Like to me, I just put them all in the same category as like food, as
Mm-hmm.
opposed to like, okay, if I had like say Gordon Ramsay's taste buds,
Mm-hmm.
I want to know what it's like to be like, yes, this is too salty. Or like if I understand like, making soup, for example, I taste the soup a little bit and then I'm like, this needs a bay leaf. Because what the fuck is a bay leaf? This
Mm-hmm.
needs this. This needs that. This needs
Mm-hmm.
all of these things. And then I can taste like, yo, this is too much garlic and all that stuff. I'm like, oh my God, I feel like I'd have some sort of superpower to really understand what it's like to make a dish better and then like learn how to appreciate shit.
Oh wait, the question is now like, what's your go-to meal if you're trying to like host a dinner party?
I talk to Lynn and I tell her to cook.
Great.
No, 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 no. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. My
Yeah.
go-to dish when I'm hosting, like, what did we cook for you last time you came over for dinner?
It was rice. It was like chicken's herbal soup.
Yeah, chicken herbal soup. Because you were sick, weren't you?
No.
Man, no, I don't know. I think Lynn's been on her like binge of just cooking really healthy stuff, which I
Yeah, I think
appreciate.
I think it's also like a pregnant recipe as well because it's really good.
Oh yes, yes, as a doula for sure. But so like I don't know. She's been on the herbal, stuff and like cooking food for that could work for, you know, uh, new mothers kind of thing. So she's been cooking a lot of cool dishes for that, I will say. So But yeah, so my go-to, like if you were to ask me like what my go-to is this, you know what? My go-to these days, you know what it is? It's I use the air fryer. I do anything that's super easy. So like
Dude,
I get
same, yeah, man.
you know the I saw this on TikTok actually. You know the what do you call it? Egg tart tins?
Yes.
Egg tart tins. You know what I do? So I take two of them every morning, and then I put an egg into each one, and then I put like some garlic powder, onion powder, paprika, all that stuff right on top, a little bit of salt as well, and then I put
Mm-hmm.
three frozen shrimps into each one. Put it in the air
Okay.
fryer, and I ding that for 11 minutes in total. Comes out all good to go.
That does
Yeah,
actually sound good.
yeah, dude, you should try it. You just like scoop it,
Bro, I
eat
cook
it.
my steaks in the air fryer, bro. It's great.
Oh
I'm
God,
that
look at you.
lazy. I'm that.
I mean, isn't
No,
that
but
what an air fryer is for? That's great.
yeah, but I would say I have a pretty good taste palette. I think I'm a pretty good chef.
Yeah, you haven't
Yeah.
cooked me anything.
Yeah, one
What's
day
your
I'll invite
go-to?
you guys. Everything, man. Pasta, steak, fish tacos. Oh, even like you know, like the Japanese recipe, like katsudon. Oh, so good, man.
Katsudon is the one with
Oh
was
my
it fried
god.
pork? Something
Oh
like
my
that?
god, you're married to a Japanese person. You
I
try
will
that.
say. Yeah. No,
Didn't
I'm
you live
sure.
in Japan for like 1.5 years or something?
Yeah, dude, I'm going back later this year. I don't know if I told you.
Exactly. So I'm like, you should know what it
Yeah.
is.
I know what it is. It's
Yeah.
fried pork on rice. Yeah.
Sometimes chicken, sometimes even beef. But yeah, it's really
Yeah.
good.
Yep. Oh, that's the good stuff. I love like in Japan you can get it for like super cheap too. It's just
Hmm.
like a go-to meal for like businessmen. So like I ended up eating that instead of McDonald's because it's even easier and
Man,
healthier.
dude, my favorite thing is Yoshinoya, man.
Dude, I
Anytime I meet
love Yoshinoya.
anytime I meet a Japanese person, I'm like, bro, I love you. I love Yoshinoya. He's
It's
like,
not
oh yeah,
just
it's
Yoshinoya. Yeah. Yeah, like I mean there's a couple of chains exactly like that, right? Like you go in, a little machine, you don't even need to talk to anybody. You just like punch in exactly what you want in a machine, and that's great for me because I don't know any Japanese, and I just walk in, hand a ticket to them, and you just give
yeah,
me what I want.
yeah. No, I mean Yoshinoya is very popular in Indonesia as well because it's like rice and meat. So
Oh, you guys got that in? Oh, nice,
yeah, it
nice.
is great.
I swear, I think I like read somewhere that they're opening up here, unless I'm completely off. I don't know. You tell
Oh
me.
man, if they open here, man, I would actually be the first in line,
You know what? Let
like I
me.
did with Jollibee.
Really? Ugh, you and your. Ugh.
Bro,
All
I got
right.
free fried chicken for a year, bro.
Wait, because you lined up?
I was top 20 person in line, the first 20 person in line.
Look at you. So wait, you got free fried chicken for an entire year.
Yes.
Like are you is this still
No, the
eligible?
year's already over.
Oh. So wait, how much fried chicken do you get?
I got one chicken bucket per month, which is still good.
Chicken bucket a month. And how many pieces are in each chicken bucket?
I think there's like 12.
Dude, that's pretty good.
It is,
Damn.
yes.
And did you end up claiming every month?
Yes, of course. I love Jollibee.
Wait, nicely done. Nicely done. Okay, let's move on to you.
All right. Okay. So I did mention Henry Ford, but I don't want
Yes.
to switch lives with Henry Ford. You know who I want to switch lives with?
Do it. Elon
I
Musk.
want to switch lives with main characters in anime.
Okay. You know what? I was actually brainstorming on that before this and couldn't think of a good one. Who would you do it with?
So many things. Okay. If I was Tsubasa, I'll be good at soccer, and then like my kicks will be like there's eagles coming out and shit. Right? That was one. Or if I was like Beyblade, if I win the tournament, somehow I can stop like an evil organization from taking over the world with Beyblades.
That's fair. I guess you would always win too, because that's just how these animes work.
Exactly, it's plot
Yeah.
armor, and then you see all like this weird characters, like, and then you just know which one's like, oh, he's like that person is a significant character versus like someone who's just in the background, you know?
You know, I was actually going to write down Captain Tsubasa, but I didn't know if anybody listening would understand, you know?
No, but it's just like not any kind of anime. It's always like the same, right? It's just like they take something like kind of simple, and then suddenly this thing is like so important in the world that there's like an evil organization trying to take over. Like there's one anime about baking.
Baking?
Yeah, and then there's like an evil organization who's trying to take over the world with their like
Oh, wait, I think I
bakeries.
know exactly what you're talking about. It's like,
Yeah, it's
oh,
called
I watched it.
Yakitate Japan.
Yes, I need to look
Yeah,
it up. Oh man,
it's so funny, man. But that's like everything, like you know, like everything, like toys, like Beyblades, or like back then you have, you know, those like Beatamans. It's Bomberman in like America, where
yeah, I know Bomberman. Yeah, I
yeah,
know Bomberman.
Bomberman. You put like a marble and then you shoot stuff.
You mean the dragon game? Like it's like a little. No, I don't think that's Bomberman, is it?
No, but like the Bomberman in Japan, they have a toy where you put marbles inside their bellies and then you can shoot it. Look it
I
up.
did not know that.
Yeah. Look it up.
Wait, what do I look up? What do I look up?
Look up Bedaman. Bidaman.
Beat a man.
Yeah. So
Wait,
now it's like
wait.
very advanced, but back then like Bomberman.
Oh, I remember this. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Nostalgia. You
Yeah.
know?
You can even look up like Bomberman Marble Shooter and you'll see it as well. But yeah. But even like that, it's just like suddenly this kid's playing with this like marble toy has to face an evil organization that's trying to take over the world, and somehow their friendship solves everything.
True that. Yeah.
And they're
I
like,
mean, I'll give that to you.
and they're like 13 and 14, and they're like going on a journey, and then like, okay, and here I am, I'm like 33, and I'm like, oh, when is my journey coming up, right? So I just feel, you know, like problems in the anime world could be like solved by like simple things, you know, like
Fair.
world leaders marble game.
I mean, I think that's why, to be honest, that's why politics, it's kind of like anime in that sense, where like you do have someone who's good versus evil kind of thing,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I mean, you can say
Yeah,
the same thing about wrestling, and I think that's why it's so, you know,
indeed.
people gravitate to it. Yeah, man.
So
No,
yeah.
that's a good one. I'll give you that.
So yeah, it's just that. It's just like you live in the anime world, and then but as the main character, and then suddenly you're like, all the things are happening,
You know, I do like the idea of always having plot armor in your life. Just like,
right?
but then like obviously as the main character, you wouldn't know that you always have plot armor. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I fully accept I'm just like a side character in life, you know. So
No, no,
I'm just like,
no.
you
You
know,
are a main character.
I'm just like, you know, I'm like in the background, like, hello, you know.
Yeah. Would you? Okay, so if I guess this is a side tangent. If you were swapping characters with someone in Pokemon, so
Uh-huh.
like, would you do it with
Yeah,
like,
and then yeah, Pokemon,
would you be
right?
Ash,
Suddenly,
Brock, or Misty?
me,
Yeah.
I would be who would I be? Ash, Brock, or Misty? I'd probably be like Charizard.
Wait. I gave you three choices, and you'd be a Pokemon instead.
Yes.
Okay, all
Did I mince my
right.
words?
Like that'd be pretty cool. Okay, yeah.
No, but like okay, if you think Ash is main character, right? But like his winning record is actually quite bad.
See, so that's what I'm saying. Like that's why I was kind of against the whole. Like I was gonna write down Captain Tsubasa or like Yu-Gi-Oh or whatever. Beyblade. I think
Yeah.
Beyblade was a good move too. But like, I feel like they always win at the end. And then at some
Indeed.
point, once you like get a hold of that, you realize like, oh, you know, I'm just protected by plot armor, so like my life is
Yeah.
always going to work out regardless. I think
But
the beauty of life is to have it not always work out.
Yeah, but don't you think it's like funny as hell? Like, you know, this kid with like his hamster is like trying to take over, like trying to take on the mafia.
No, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Yeah.
I was like, where are the army? Where's the... I was like, have you ever seen the army in Pokemon? No, you just see like the officer.
Wait, what's the army?
Exactly, you never see the army in Pokemon.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes. Well, I mean, there's
they
always Team Rocket.
exactly. Yeah, yeah, exactly. But nobody's taking on Team Rocket, and then they only have like that police officer lady.
Officer Jenny. I think that's
Yeah,
her name.
exactly. There's no law
Yes.
enforcement in this world. You know, they only
Yeah.
listen when you battle your like pets, right?
Yeah.
So for example,
Yeah.
like you have a dog, right? You battle Pepper, right? With like, and then like Pepper suddenly have to face off against like a tiger. That's Pokemon, right? Or a bear.
So, I mean, I'll agree with you. Like, I would love to be in the world of Pokemon. I feel like there's like a lot of random stuff you could do.
Yeah,
And I mean, it'd be going on an adventure somehow as a 14-year-old kid into the world.
exactly. And then here's the thing: like as a parent, right? Usually, you let your kid be like independent when they turn like 18 or 19 when they go to university or they move out. No, in Pokemon, you're 12 and then they go ahead, take this hamster and then go travel the world.
Yeah. Yeah. Like,
Like there's
my mom told me to just go. Okay.
exactly. It's like there's no there's no there's no discipline. This is
It's
actually really
great.
bad parenting.
Yeah, no, it's awful. Like,
Exactly. It's,
okay.
I'm just like
So the reason why I didn't write down again, going back to what I said, like Captain Tsubasa, because I feel like you always win at the end. What I did end up writing down, and I'll move on to mine because I feel like it's a more like realistic part of life, I guess you'd call it. Have you ever watched Death Note?
yes.
Dude, I would love to trade lives with Light. You know, L.
Damn, that's scary, man.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm just like, I feel like that would be some excitement there.
Is it
You
though?
know? Because I feel like you're always gonna have someone chasing after you, but then like you always somehow outsmart them until the very end. Then you
So
die.
do you want
I
to
mean,
be Light
spoiler.
because like he has the Death Note, or do you want to be Light because he's like smart as hell?
I want to be the one with the Death Note.
Okay, all right, because it's two different things. Like
True,
Light is being
100%.
chased because like he's a smart ass, which he is
Yes.
very smart.
Yeah, can't it be both? You know, because you could be very smart and you also have the Death Note. So then
Mm-hmm.
you know.
I guess so. I guess, but I think yeah. I don't know. It's just like such a scary. It's just such a scary. I don't know. You know, animes are like some deep shit, like crazy stories, like Death Note, where it's like you can literally murder anyone you want. And then you have like Pokemon, where like you know my goldfish is gonna like
Kill you.
is
Yeah,
gonna take over the
use a
world.
special attack. Would you rather? So would you rather Death Note or? Actually, you know what? Let me just pose a question to you. If you were to pick any anime and then be in that world, which world would you pick? Well, okay, I'm just gonna throw out a couple other options to you because I've watched the anime. Okay, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh. Let's see. Um, One Piece. Have you ever watched One
Oh
Piece?
yeah, I love One Piece. I'm reading it right now.
Nice. Beyblade, and I don't know. Pick any one you want.
I don't know. I want to say Beyblade because it's probably the most low stakes one.
Yeah.
Because it's just like you know, it's like you shoot your Beyblade and then it can like what's your belief? Suddenly there's dragons coming out from your Beyblade. You know what I
Fair.
mean?
Yeah.
And then with Pokemon, I just feel like it's like I have to like go travel the
Feed.
world.
You have to feed your hamster.
Exactly. Or it's like Beyblade is, I presume, like less commitment.
Have you watched the most recent episodes of Beyblade?
No. I don't really watch anime anymore.
Man, it's pretty wild, I will say. Like now they like the latest ones. Apparently they have like motors in them and stuff too now. I don't
Yeah,
know.
dude. Even if you
Yeah,
see the Beyblades these days, they have like they make like the bottom like uh rugged. No, not rugged. Like ruffles texture, like
yeah,
zigzag like that.
yeah,
And then the
yeah,
arena is like kind of that. So like if it touches the edges, it goes really fast. It's crazy. There's a lot of good
yeah.
engineering to Beyblade.
I would love to battle
Or you
you
know
one day.
what? Gundam. Gundam will be cool.
I have not caught up with Gundam, but
But giant robots though.
that's true. That's true. I will say, like, I always look up Gundams because I think the designs look super cool, but I've always found the story to be like way too convoluted. So
It
I
is.
stopped
It is.
watching it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like all I'm
But
watching is I just want to see Gundams fighting. Like I just want to see robots
yeah,
fighting.
I would rather live in a world of Gundams than F-150s.
I actually wrote down F-150 or what F-150 oh pickup truck. God, you and your pickup trucks.
Yeah, that's how
Well,
much I hate it.
why don't we end with that? What is your grievance with pickup trucks? Like what
What a transition.
well, we can end
Okay,
there.
here's the
Yeah.
thing. Again, let me phrase this so people don't think I'm just like hating trucks in general.
Did
I hate
something happen?
like the normal everyday person
Okay.
who's not a tradesperson
Okay.
driving a pickup truck who don't really need a pickup truck. Because one, they take so much space. Two, they're dangerous for pedestrians. They're also dangerous for like if you're in a collision because you're basically driving a tank, right? Four, you don't need that much space. Fifth is like it consumes so much gas, right?
They make them electric now.
It doesn't matter. There's still
I've
like
always
four other problems that like need tackling. And then have you ever seen an F-150 carrying something in the trunk? No, I've never seen it.
yes I
No, you
have.
never. No, you never.
I regularly see them because I think a lot of people around my neighborhood owns pickup trucks. Uh,
Yeah, but you never seen anything in the back. Unfortunately, you're brainwashed, Juice.
yeah,
Right?
yeah, yeah.
People. Okay, here's the thing: 80% of people who drive pickup trucks, they can live their normal day-to-day life completely the same without changing any lifestyle, driving a Honda Fit.
Without anecdotal evidence, I will have to
No, like
disagree.
here's the thing. Okay, what how much is an F-150 these days? F-150 price. Okay, 50,000 Canadian, right? With taxes, everything, let's say it's like 55. Okay? All right. That's expensive. That's like that's like a median like wage in Canada, right?
I'm kind of surprised they're only 50K because like I've been car shopping recently because looking for another SUV whatever but like some cars are like I think a Tesla Model Y is like 80K like 60 to
Yeah.
80K something like which is I'm like why is this way more expensive compared to an
Man, if
F-150?
we had this conversation like last year, I'd be like, "Oh, that's pretty good, Joseph. You should get a Tesla." But now, because this conversation is happening here today at February 11th, I'm like, you should probably not get a Tesla.
Yeah, no, I will tell you I'm not a fan of that.
Elon, yeah, I know
Yeah, yeah.
he became like a batshit like crazy.
No,
He
no,
actually became batshit crazy.
I think he was always batshit crazy. Let's be honest. I think he's just
Yeah.
more
Well, he's batshit
proud of
crazy,
it.
and he owns like one of the most powerful social medias in the world. So
Yes, X or Twitter, I guess you could say. Man, I got yeah. Anywho, cool. So, I mean, I'm glad we ended there, and then somehow this
yes.
pickup truck thing, I think it's going to get looped into our weekly conversations.
Oh, it's never gonna end, man.
No, I'll never fully agree with you or disagree with you, but
No,
I will
you
say
will agree. You will agree, but By the time this podcast reaches its 10-year anniversary, you'll be like, oh, trucks, like PTSD.
I will say, okay, so I agree with you that not everyone should have a pickup truck. I do think people who drive pickup trucks, especially along the Alex Fraser Bridge, is just way, way too aggressive. Especially when they're like going up the bridge. I'm just like, why? Okay, that's it.
No,
But
even you drive down the I-5 and you go to Seattle, and then like with the small Prius, I was like, I'm already driving the smallest car in America right here. You don't have to be like so close to me, like Dodge Ram.
yes, yeah, but I think that's in their defense. They're just really wide trucks, so that's why they're so close to you. But I
It's
agree.
just like, dude, even their like fucking like their coverage, their view, because they're so tall and they're so wide and they're so like you
Oh,
can put like a child in front of the truck and you can't see them.
do you notice that like pickup trucks they drive closer to your rear because they're so much higher?
Exactly.
Yeah, so I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
Exactly. And I'm like, you're basically driving a thing. Like, I think I already mentioned that like a normal everyday pickup truck these days is like as big as like a World War II tank.
Yes, you showed me that infographic last week, so I will agree
Exactly.
with you on that.
Are we starting a
Yeah.
blitzkrieg here? No. All these accountants who like somehow is like, oh, I'm gonna buy F-150 because I'm a man. I'm like, oh, please, you can't even find parking. You're a CPA. You don't need a F-150.
Do you have evidence that do you know an accountant in your life who drives a pickup truck?
I will send you the Reddit.
Well, all right. Well, all right. Let's close it off here. Any last words? Anything you want to promote, Artha?
I also think that I want to move to the anime world because I have never seen a single pickup truck in anime.
Okay, and that is where we will close off with. Wanna do any shout outs to our channels?
Yeah, don't forget to subscribe to the Dad and Chad podcast.
Chad and Dad.
Chad and Dad, but the socials, unfortunately. And the
Very
email
true.
as well. But anyway, thank you everyone for listening. Tune in again next week for our weekly podcast where we talk about really important stuff and also my weekly pickup truck rant.
Yes, indeed. Okay. Well, thank you, everybody. We will see you again next week. Bye
Bye
bye.
bye.